I don't know, it's kind of unfair that you can't change your style that much as a producer, because there's so many styles to explore. It makes so much fun to produce all of them, and you're kind of restricted. Hey guys, welcome to today's vlog. I got another letter by the GEMA, my royalty collecting company. I think this time it's good news because I already got money transferred onto my bank account a couple of days ago, and this is a little thicker than usually. It's actually just a bunch of information, and I'm getting, on top of the money that I already received, another 50 euros. Good. Slowly but surely this GEMA thing is worth it. And as you might know, at least when you're living in Germany, the GEMA settled with YouTube. Before that, it wasn't even possible to listen to music that was covered by the GEMA. They now arranged something, and there's like actually a huge sum coming to all of the composers, songwriters, and so on. But I'm pretty sure I'm not getting any of that. So today I also decided to continue with something. It all has to do with this right here. Sanding and gluing. Another 500 of these little cubes. This right here is the first diffuser. It's all finished. It just has to go onto the back wall. And before I do that, I actually want to finish the second one. And please don't even ask how much hours went into making this. If you're already following the vlog for a couple of months, you know, this thing is a pain in the... First up, I will need a little of space here. Still didn't use this little present here, but I definitely will. It's actually quite cool, at least like for selfie phone kind of stuff. Still don't really know what to do with this camera microphone. I don't need it. I got a better one thanks to Apigit. So this might be another giveaway. And my old sound card actually as well. I don't need it. It's heavily used. There's still someone out there that doesn't even have a sound card at all. Just looking at this blank is kind of frustrating. For today I will just stick to putting all of the numbers down on here so that I know which length I have to use where. That's my only option. I still have like the entire plan here on my computer. I actually already showed you how to calculate the diffuser, how to build it, and do everything that has to do with it. I will link the video up here, and now just take care of, yeah, the numbers. And a couple of hours later, all done with the second diffuser. I just stopped after 5 minutes. I don't know, I love creative work, I love working when it comes to my music, but I don't know, sanding, gluing, I can't do it anymore. I don't know, I just can't explain it, but I don't know. I don't feel like doing it. That's one of the good things being self-employed. It's even so bad. I had to get a little bit of chocolate. It's helping a lot. There are some people that say chocolate makes you happy, and I can't confirm that. I can't just assign myself to a new task. I would love to say making music, but there's a bunch of business stuff waiting for me. And this should tell you how much I actually hate sanding and gluing if I prefer doing business stuff. So yeah, business stuff, yay! So much fun, yippee-yay. Taking care of very serious business stuff. Contracts, invoices, emails, done. So definitely time to open up Logic, just work on music, the stuff that I love to make. I just have this one little problem with the next song, the Stay Forever song. I'm not really sure in which direction to go. I made for a lot of years like 4 to the floor standard kind of house music with guitar sounds. I switched it up a little bit with the Final Warning track and made it like in a more future bass half-beat kind of direction. Something I was actually developing too slowly. I usually had already the half-beat kind of stuff in the bridges of my other songs, and then I made one that is entirely like this. And the We Runnin' track I also made in this kind of style. And now with the Stay Forever track, I don't really know which direction to go, which style to keep, should I change? And that's something I've been struggling for a lot of years, kind of finding your own style. Because for a lot of people, style is like the genre of music. Is it big room? Is it like deep house? Is it techno? I think actually that isn't really what I at least consider a style. Style is like certain elements that you reuse, certain types of things that just you do. For example, I think like my guitar sounds are very typical for my kind of music. The reverbs that I use, how I like to mix my songs. I also think from the structure and the general vibe, they're like all very close to each other. They all sound like they were made by the same person. I think I might even be able to get away making like a big room song and still make it sound like Jon Sine. And I think that's the important, like the essence of your style, and not like the genre in music. So if you want to switch because you just feel like between future bass and deep house, or future bass and big room, or whatever, just do it. I think at the end you will still have like the certain elements in it where other producers or other people will immediately know that it's one of your songs. I personally find it very restricting to just focus on one style and produce on one style. I mean, I get that if you have like fans that want to listen to your deep house music and then one day you make big room, that they won't follow, so you might have to do this kind of music with another name, but I still think that you can hear that it was made by the same person. Because there are certain routines in your music making process that you've learned over the years that are not just going away by switching the style of music. I also know a lot of other people that used to ghost produce or still ghost produce, and I can still hear if they made a song, even if they make a rap album or they make something for a big EDM DJ, I can kind of hear that it was made by the same person. So don't worry too much about your style. It's something that will eventually happen and will come over time. Don't worry too much about like just making music in one style. Once you get bigger and have a following, then you might have to consider these kind of things. But as long as you don't have that, just try to make good music. And the second you make a really good track that stands out, people will always refer that track to you, and you will kind of go from this one track that kind of made it for you and keep the style and develop from it. If you want to do hard changes, switches between styles, it's usually the best to just switch to another name. That's also something I was considering, because I have still my hard drive full of like underground club music that I really like and that I really would love to release, but there is no way to release it as Jon Sine. I think it doesn't fit, it doesn't make any sense. So maybe I will come up with another name and release those songs, because a lot of you are also asking for those songs. I usually use them as background music for these videos. And I know as a producer it's kind of sad that you have to restrict yourself to kind of one style, at least with this one name, but that's just the way it works. It's way easier to market, and business is part of music, so you have to consider that. And once you get bigger, you have a management and you will make like 10, 20, 30 tracks a year, and they will at the end with you together decide which tracks actually get released. I'm all done for today. Track is working, and you know, as a music producer it's kind of a little unfair because you have to restrict yourself more to a certain style than, for example, if you're a singer and songwriter, because there you always have like the voice as like the main part that people will recognize. So if Justin Bieber makes R&B and then EDM or tropical house, no one really cares because it's still the same voice. If you do the same as a producer, people won't recognize your songs anymore, so you either have to brand them even more, which is definitely happening with big stars like David Guetta, and he's one of the worst. Every single track sounds different. There's a reason for that, but I don't want to talk about it on camera, but I mean, you know why. And for me, basically the solution is to find like smaller things that are similar. I hope this is kind of working. I don't know, like listening to your own music is always a bit hard to like get the bigger picture. But yeah, that's basically it for today. I think it's really about time. I hope you can see it, but this place is messy. Like the floor is really filthy, and I think my neighbors, they already had a lot of boom boom for today. You know, they call me the boom boom man. Might be actually a really good like alternative artist name. So yeah, let's give them a little bit more of sounds to enjoy. So much much better. Just have to get rid of the trash. And I kind of bumped twice into this keyboard, so I think it's really time to do the next giveaway, but actually not today. And I'm not doing that to drag this on or anything like that. I'm, to be honest, a little upset about the last giveaway. All done with work. The Boom Boom Man is leaving the building and it's way darker than expected. Business stuff.